A very warm greetings to all my dear students. Today we are going to learn the concept of human capital. We will first understand what are the different type of capitals that we need to know. The first one is physical capital. It includes all those inputs which are required in the process of production, such as plant, raw materials, machinery, buildings, etc. So physical capitals are those which are required for the process of production. But when we are talking about human capital, it refers to the knowledge, skill and efficiency of human beings in a nation at a point of time. Then the concept comes human capital formation. What do you mean by human capital formation? It is the process of acquiring and increasing the number of persons who have the skill, education and experience which are essential for the economic and political development of the nation. Human capital is a process. Human capital formation is a process through which the human gets skill, education or experience which are essential for the economic and political development of the nation. Now, let us understand what are the sources of human capital formation are there. First source is investment or expenditure on education. By spending or making investment in education, we can develop human capital. The most important source of human capital formation is to invest on the education system and training of people. Education enables an individual to make good living throughout his life. A good education system results in the overall development of the economy, as education generates technical skills and creates a manpower which suits for improving the total productivity of the economy. Second source of human capital formation is expenditure on health. It is normally said that health is wealth. Health is wealth is an old saying which directly signifies that a healthy mind is much more effective and productive than a sick mind. Expenditure on health makes an individual more productive and hence it contributes more in the GDP of the nation. Third source of human capital formation is on-the-job training. It refers to the training of employees while they are performing a job. The concept of on-the-job training increases the productivity of labor and sharpens their skills as they work under professional guidance and with practical application. Normally, this type of on-the-job training are conducted by different companies. They wanted their employee to be ready for their way of working, how they wanted to use their human capital formation. That will be totally depending upon the training that they will provide during work. Moreover, it enables the worker to adopt new technologies and hence creates human capital. Fourth source of human capital formation is expenditure on information. Very important nowadays. Information related to job markets and educational institutes offering specialized skills is an important determinant of skill formation, as it enables the individuals to actualize their true potential. When they will get trained from a specialized or dedicated skill development center, then they will actualize their true potential. And fifth and very important, that is migration. It refers to moving from one place to other. It contributes to human capital formation as it enables the utilization of inactive skills of the people, or it facilitates better utilization of resources. People migrate from rural to urban areas in order to find better earnings and a good standard of living. So these are the sources of human capital formation. Now let us understand the concept of role of human capital formation and economic growth. How human capital formation contributes for the development and growth of the nation, and specifically or in particularly in economic growth. Human capital formation increases production. Human capital formation focuses on building a productive environment by providing skills and education to the people of the country. The productivity of the economy will automatically increases with increase in the level of education and skilled workforce. Second, it raises life expectancy. Human capital formation increases the life expectancy of the people. Better health facilities and good food increases the lifespan of people and raises the quality of life. Third, improves the quality of life. People migrate for better earning and quality of life. The quality of life depends upon the level of education, healthcare facilities, better working environment, and good quality of food. Human capital formation increases the quality of life of the people of the economy. It also increases participation and bring equality. Here, participation refers to the percentage of labor force participating in the process of production. Human capital formation leads to enhancement of productive capacity of the labor, which ultimately leads to greater employment and equality in the distribution of income and wealth. And fifth, that is innovative skills. With the increase in the number of skilled and trained workers, the possibilities of innovation also increases in the process of production. Innovation always plays a key role in the path of development of the economy and generates income for the nation. So these are the role of human capital formation and in economic growth. Now let us understand what are the problems that human capital formation is facing in our country. The first problem is rising population. Increasing population reduces the per head availability of existing resources and facilities such as hospitals, education, employment, water supply, etc. The reduction in resources reduces the quality of life of the people. Second, brain drain. Skilled and technically efficient people are migrating from India to foreign countries in search of better salaries and a standard of life. This is a threat in the process of human capital formation for the country, as it slows down the pace of development of the economy. Third, insufficient manpower planning. One of the main causes of unemployment is the deficit of proper manpower planning. There is always a gap between demand and supply of rising labor force in the country. Increase in the number of employment opportunities is far behind the number of available workforce. Inefficient education system. Everything in the economy changes with the changing environment except the education system of our economy. Recently, new education policy has been introduced, and it is going to implement soon in our education system that will definitely going to have a remarkable effect on our education system. The education system of our economy is around 100-year old. The number of universities increases with a great pace, lagging behind the quality of education. The fifth problem is inefficient on the job training in agriculture. Insufficient on the job training in agriculture. India is an agriculture based economy, and yet agriculture does not receive much attention in the area of professional skills. The concept of on-the-job training rarely applied in this sector, which ultimately results in traditional method of farming and low level of productivity. And sixth, insufficient resources. The amount of resources allocated or allotted for the development of human capital is very low as compared to actual amount of resource required. Due to this, the resources remains inadequate and insufficient for the formation of human capital. That is all about human capital formation. Thank you and have a nice day.